Yo, um, retry number 2, guys, because I just recorded a different word of the day and I just didn't really mess with it as much. I feel like I was rambling a little bit, didn't really stick with what I wanted to do, so we're gonna do this all over again. So nice to see you for the first time. Well, second again for me, but first time for you. Anyways, intro. First off, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time you're watching this video. It is currently April 16th, 2020. No, Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Right now, it is 5:52 p.m. Got home. I had no school today, so it was pretty solid. Enjoyed myself today. Just did me. And so soaked in the day. Yeah. Okay, anyways, second off, if your days are starting, I hope you have a great day. If you're in the middle of your day, I hope you are having a great day. And if you are coming towards the end of your day and it has not been so great, do something really great because you still got time and you can still make a change. I feel like I'm really far away. I don't know why. Move. Anyways. Okay, cool. If you have, if you're coming towards the end of your day and it has not been so great, do something to make it great because you still got time and you can still make a change. There's always room for improvement and there's always room for a better day. You can have a bad majority, but a bad entirety falls on you. So make sure you are doing what's best for you and taking the time for yourself and appreciating the day and appreciating your life. But yeah, moving forward, today's video is going to be a word of the day. And this word of the day is brought to you by just what's going on in life right now, what's going on in my life. As you guys have seen from the video yesterday, if you watched that video, you kind of know where this is kind of coming from if you already read the title for this one. And that word of the day is the only constant is change, which is self-explanatory, but obviously I'm going to go into detail. Yeah, within this life, we are going to always experience new experiences every single day, every single moment we are living. Whether that is a good experience, bad experience, a great experience, you don't know whether it's good or bad, whatever the case may be, we are experiencing new things every single day. And within that process of our experiences and development, and as time progresses, we are going to realize that life is going to be changing no matter what. Things within our lives are going to change, whether that is things coming into your life, things coming out, leaving your life, things coming into your life, or things leaving your life. There's always going to be this constant of change. And in many cases, we try to fight it. We fear it. We are dreading it because we are so used to routine. We are so conditioned to this routine. Whether that routine is good for you or not, it's really up to you. But what we can say and what we can definitely see is that in many cases, we lose ourselves in this routine and become weary of change, become fearful that this change is negative. But what I want you to most take away from this video and most understand from this video is the fact that there's really never going to be a real constant. No matter how constant it feels or not, no matter how constant it feels, there will never really be a constant. And the only constant that there is change. And what we can take from that is embrace it rather than fear it and run from it. In many cases, whenever we experience change, within those first few stages, we are thrown off. We are feeling as though we would only want to go back. We would want to stay where we were. And in that same process, we feel negatively about change. We feel as though change is not fair. But what I can tell you from my experience, as well as from the experiences that I've seen within this life, is change is really necessary for everything. If you were to do the same thing constantly every single day, experience the same constant life, there would be a point where it becomes dreadful, boring, stagnant, many words. And that's the beauty of change, even if that change may be negative in that moment. Because change brings newness, change brings development, and change brings a new version of yourself because you must experience that whole new experience, that whole different experience. Change is never really going to be easy, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to front to you. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, well, it's just easy. Just go ahead and, yeah, accept the change. Accept the fact that you now are outside of a conditioned thing or outside of a routine that you've done for the last how many years. Accept it. Just be like, I'm not going to say that because I know from my firsthand experience as well that big changes are never really easy to experience and they all just take time and they're gradual. But what I can say from that experience as well is once I really embraced the fact that things are changing and embraced and looked at the positive aspect of those changes, I really started to see the fruits of change, of development, of breaking routines, because it exposes you to new things in life. If we were stuck doing the same thing constantly, we would only be stuck in one little box. And that's not what life is meant for. There are billions of people in this world, and there are billions of experiences that we have yet to experience in this life. And from that, I can most definitely say that change is what's necessary for it, which is what's great about change. And change is never going to stop. Even though it may feel like constant for a little bit, change will always be there. Even though life may be constant for a little bit, or what feels like constant for a little bit, change is always going to be there. And it'll always strike, whether we like it or not. And it really requires our mental fortitude, our growth mindset, I would rather say, to accept it and appreciate it. Sorry, I just had a notification. And that's what life is about. Life is about developing a sense of self. Life is about changing yourself in many cases, or seeing how you adapt to changes, right? At least a part of life. And I can most definitely say that you will most experience growth or development through change. You will hardly ever experience growth by staying in the same spot. So whether you are experiencing change right now, whether you are weary of change, whether you are always going to be, anxious about change, what I want you to most take away from this video is just understand, or what I also want you to most take away from this video is just understand that it's all going to lead into something. The change that you are experiencing, the change that you are experiencing, the changes you will experience, the changes you have experienced have all reflected a sense of growth. And that's really necessary for success within our lives. If you truly want to be somewhere in life, and if you truly want to do something for yourself or make this life of value, which you should, embrace change. Take it in. That's the only thing that's going to be constant. And that constant that may leave because of change, whatever that constant is, understand that won't be the first and last. That hasn't been the first constant you've had that's left, and that's not going to be the last constant that you had that's left. Because life is cycles. Life will give you things and take things away like that. So appreciate all the things that are within your life, all the things you are experiencing within change, and take something away from them. Whether that's, an experience you went out of your way to have, a person, a place, a thing. Appreciate what's happening within those changes and take something from them. And be ready and embrace and be joyful of the new changes that are coming within your life. Like I talked about yesterday with the whole college thing. College is scary. College is scary, right? That firsthand experience, because it's a change. It's a big change. But I can't be so weary of it. I can't run away from it so much. I can only really appreciate it and be ready for it when it happens. And even then now, I must take in what I'm experiencing right now as a senior every single day, because the days are numbered, as a senior. Change is scary. It's never really easy. And part of me wants to just stay in this one little spot and just continue to stay here, but that's not going to happen because it's not constant. This experience that I'm having is not going to be constant. There's going to be a new experience waiting for me, and I must be ready for it, because it's still going to happen whether I'm ready for it or not. And that's what I want you to most reflect from my experience, as well as just to speak to anybody out there that is experiencing change with me. I mean, a lot of my people that watch these videos are people that are my peers, and we're all kind of like seniors, right? And yeah, I just hope that this video gave you something to think about. Hopefully this pushed you to embrace that aspect of change, or understand that change is never going to leave, and you can't really you can't dread it for so long, because it's never going to leave, So if it's never going to leave, you might as well get used to it, embrace it, love it, appreciate it, and take it in, even within our grievances, even within our losses, because it makes us who we are, and we are only ourselves, right? So yeah. Understand that, accept that, and live by that. That is all I have. I greatly appreciate you watching all the way through this video. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. God bless all of y'all. And I thank every single one of you that have supported me all the way through this, up to this point. Even if you are new, this is your first video, I greatly appreciate you staying and listening to me talk, ramble, yap, whatever you want to call it. All support is greatly appreciated. Watching the video, liking the video, commenting on the video, sharing the video if you feel like someone will take this take something away from this, please share it with them, because it all helps me lead to my purpose. And I greatly appreciate all of it. But yeah, thank y'all. I will be seeing y'all in the next video, hopefully tomorrow, ideally tomorrow, but we'll see. But that's all I got. All right, love y'all. AD is out.